Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Khairunnisa. I come from Senior High School to Southwest Aceh. I'm here. I'm the opposite speaker. Okay, the motion for today is this house prefers the strategy of pushing an institutional reform to address police abuse and misconduct rather than defunding the police. Okay, defund the police means relocating or redirecting funding away from the police department to other government agencies funded by the local municipality. Different from abolishing and starting anew, defunding police highlights fiscal responsibility, advocates for a market-driven approach to taxpayer money, and has some potential benefit that will reduce policy violence and crime. Okay, before continue to my argument, I want to rebut the prime minister. Um, it's not the wrong of the system, but the wrong is individual people or okay. Uh, here not uh, and then just not change the system, but just move the people broken or okay. Continue to my argument. Uh, I want to explain some of the main arguments for defunding the police. Uh, the first argument is calls for service. Data show that 9 out 10 calls for service are for non-violent encounters. Now, doesn't mean that an incident will not turn violent, but police at times contribute to the escalation of violent force. Additional, the research I have conducted with hundreds of police officers show that they respond to everything from patrols in the street to cats check up and treat. Police officers are also increasing ask to complete paperwork and online forms. And then other government actors should be responsible for this and receive funding for doing that. And then next argument to homicide clearance rate. Police officers are not as successful as people think at solving violent crime. Importantly, police stop relative to charge and conviction are relatively known. To show how egregious this is, a study of um, stop and frisk program found that well over of people stopped by police were not committing any crime and didn't have any contraband or weapons on them. And then education and work infrastructure. One consistent finding in the social science literature is that if we really want to reduce crime, education equality, and the establishment of a work infrastructure in the best approach. A study using n- 90, 90 years of data found that an increase in funding for police didn't significantly relate to a decrease in crime. And then, if we can to be safe, then we have to trust the policy, and then get more attention on protest time, and more importantly, it seems to be having an impact. Okay, in summary, I'm as opposite team. Don't agree to this house. Prefers the strategy of pushing for institutional reforms to address police abuse and misconduct rather than defunding the police. Okay, let's I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.